Well, um, that was the show. Mm,
Sir,
Well,
it was.
I guess. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Do not adjust your set. I am Hitman Cause. Welcome to your official review for Great American Bash. And of course, I'm not alone in this endeavor. Please welcome, as always, the co-host, the humble man, Gary. Gary, welcome to the contracts.
Yo, what's good, my man? Cospaying, what's goody, what's goody?
Not much. You ready to get into this?
You know it, let's do this shit like Brutus.
All right. Well, to open the show, we had the D'Angelo family versus Gallus for the NXT Tag Team Championship. Um, it was definitely some interesting work between both teams. I particularly liked the time where where Tony D'Angelo sent Stacks flying into all of Gallus.
That was one side of the country, my man.
No, go ahead.
That was one of my main favorite fucking parts of that fucking match. That was probably one of the best parts of the fucking match. That's probably what made the match. That was one of the parts that probably made the match good.
Yeah. Freaking Stacks really stood out, in this match.
Hell yeah.
And I liked in the closing moments of the match where where Gallus did try and cheat with whatever that thing is that Joe Coffey pulled out of his hand. But then while the ref had his back turned, freaking Tony D'Angelo once again outsmarted him by pulling out his trusty crowbar and popping him in the head with it.
Exactly.
And then they hit bada boom, bada bing to win the NXT Tag Team titles. This was a long time coming for the D'Angelo family. Great win by the two. Maybe this ought to teach them that that you're not gonna get far being a rat.
Right.
But also, I'm sorry, I have one gripe about this match, and that was this match felt like it was like sped through. Like when it came to like going over the plans for the match, like they were told to like hurry it up, speed it up.
Right.
Like just go in, get their match, and get out. Because don't get me wrong, it wasn't the shortest match of the night, but at the same time, it felt like it was shorter than it should have been.
That's right.
Because like the whole time, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the match, but it felt like they were trying so hard to get every single high spot or creative spot they could think of and get it in there and then get it in to end the match.
That's right. Correct.
So I would have liked for them to get a couple more minutes to stretch out the match a bit. I think it would have been more enjoyable.
That's true.
But nonetheless, congratulations to the family. Let's see how long they can keep them.
Exactly.
Moving on, we had Roxanne Perez versus Blair Davenport in a Weapons Wild match. This match, I'd say it was decent. There was definitely some good spots. I'm sorry, but the part where Roxanne's family was there, her sister and her mother, that felt forced. Don't get me wrong. I understand, she's from Texas and all that shit, but that part felt forced because not once in in their storyline was her family ever brought up. So
Exactly.
that part felt forced. Secondly, her sister looked like the way she was acting looked like she's not even into professional wrestling.
Exactly.
Because especially when Roxanne won the match, she was hardly even cheering. Actually, she wasn't even. She was hardly even reacting.
That's a fact.
Like honestly, the only time it looked like she was even reacting to anything was when Blair Davenport scared her. That's it.
Yeah, that's true.
But
That's true.
but I will give them a bit of credit for the match. It was decent. Could have been better, but it was decent.
Yeah, exactly. It was.
I definitely thought it was pretty clever the way they were using Blair's belt as a weapon. I mean, aside from whooping each other, I thought it was clever when they tightened the belt around each other's wrist and then threw them into the barricade. That was some good work.
Yeah, it was.
But there's two gripes about this match that I didn't like. One was the table spot. I'm all for a good table spot, but that sucked.
I ain't gonna debate you.
Like, I'm all for a crossbody through a table, but Roxanne has no hops at all. She did not get up. I don't think she even tried to get up. Cause literally the way it looked like she just let her legs go freely. She just let her legs go freely, without jumping off. So freaking it just nah. And then on top of that, the ending on the match, Pop Rocks on the chairs was good, but I'm sorry, man. She has the worst sunset flip powerbomb I've ever seen.
Oh man.
Like, and it's crazy because so many people have used the sunset flip powerbomb. Hell, Zelina Vega uses the sunset flip powerbomb, but yet she does it way better than her. Like for one thing, she does it faster than her, and then not only does she do it faster than her, like it looks like it has more impact. It's just overall better, and it's so ironic because she keeps priding herself on calling herself a prodigy. Hell, if she was a true prodigy, she'd do a better sunset flip powerbomb.
Exactly.
And the thing is, it's not like depending on who she does it to. It's with every person she tries it on. It never looks good.
Her wrestling skills?
No. Her finisher.
Oh man.
Like it doesn't matter who she's with. She can never do a good enough looking sunset flip powerbomb. It just looks bad. She needs a new finisher. It just looks bad. She just can't do it right, and it's so ironic with her when she constantly prides herself on being a prodigy.
Oh wow.
So seriously, you want to call yourself a prodigy? Freaking take your ass to the performance center and learn how to do that move better. Moving on, we had Gable Stevenson versus Baron Corbin. Now, before we get into the match, I gotta give a big shout out to Baron Corbin for, first off, his new theme kicks ass. Like, his theme was fucking awesome to listen to. That was dope. And then on top of that, his attire period was awesome too.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But whatever thought was going into to giving him a new look, freaking it was some very good thinking, because this was awesome.
Alright.
Now, the same can't be said for Gable Stevenson though. Now, you know, it's funny because it seems like almost every wrestler with an amateur wrestling background always has to come out in a single. But his singlet looked so terrible, man. Like, that shit had no design on it at all. Like, that shit was worse than what Kurt Angle wore when he debuted.
Oh shit.
Like, honestly, it didn't even look like they tried to give him a good looking singlet. That shit was garbage. Then also, before I get into the match, I also have to address the elephant in the room, and that's the crowd reaction, in which Corbin was supposed to be the heel and Gable was supposed to be the face, but literally the whole time, Corbin was getting cheered and Gable was getting booed.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, that's something I really want to grasp.
Now, I do have an idea, but I have to skate around it because there's a certain word involved in it that we can't say because it'll get the video blocked.
Right.
But anyway, in any case, apparently a couple years ago, while he was still in college, him and a fellow teammate did something reprehensible, as the best I'll say. Something non-consensual, and to which Gable, I'm assuming because of him being involved in sports, you know, got a slap on the wrist.
Right.
And the thing is, like, apparently I think he was acquitted, in which, you know, one could say he's innocent, but at the same time there was no evidence to prove they was innocent or even guilty. So like, look, I don't know the details going into it. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. And what I'll say is that schools may try to forget shit like that, but regular people, and more importantly wrestling fans, won't. And because all this is in the light, is why a lot of people do not like Gable.
Right, it's crazy.
And this match was personally, I think Gable should have been taking the reins for this match. He should have been controlling this match, considering this was his debut match. And like, he should have been controlling the match, controlling the pace, you know, just so we could, you know, see what he can bring to the table. But if I'm being honest, like, Corbin carried this match.
Oh, I mean, I thought the match was good. I see what he's saying, though.
I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, Gable did get some good shots in. yeah, he got his suplexes in, and there was some pretty clean looking suplexes. I'll give him that. But but still, I just felt that Corbin controlled this match, and hell, freaking Corbin was busting out moves that he normally wouldn't even bust out. And then and then but then the real stinker of it all was it ending in a double countout.
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna lie, yeah. I really ain't gonna debate you there, because that shocked the shit out of me about the fucking match, honestly speaking.
Yeah, and it pissed off the crowd because they were chanting bullshit.
Yeah, I know.
Like the crowd was not happy, and I don't blame them. And then they had them just still fighting after the bell, but again, it didn't help. It didn't help Gable, because even though he still came out on top, it didn't help him any because because he still got booed.
Correct.
So I don't know how they're gonna go about this on NXT, but they better do something to scramble. Personally, there was something somebody said on X that is probably true, in which Gable was supposed to win, but given how the crowd was reacting, they had to call an audible and make it a double count out.
Wow.
Just so they wouldn't piss off the crowd.
Right, that's crazy.
And if that's the case, then I guess they picked the lesser of two evils. And if that wasn't the case, then it was half dumb, half smart. Half dumb because of course the crowd wasn't happy with the way it ended, but it was half smart because with it ending in a double count out, it doesn't mess either. It doesn't mess up Gable's momentum, and it doesn't mess up Corbin's momentum. So,
right.
because neither one of them lost. But
Oh, wow.
Hey, it is what it is, I guess.
Right, that's correct. Yeah, I mean, it was still good, but yeah, it being a double count out is ridiculous.
Moving on, we had Dominic Mysterio versus Wesley versus Mustafa Ali in a triple threat match for the NXT North American title. Arguably, this had to be the match of the night.
Oh yeah, I was the big there.
And once again, Wesley definitely showed his star power and how much the higher ups believe in him.
Right.
And of course, at first, they tried like hell to jump Dom.
Yeah, they did.
But eventually, when they tried to pin him, they were getting in each other's way and started fighting. But they were both putting on a great showing. When it was just one-on-one between them.
Right.
And but I tell you what, Wesley's interaction with Mommy is what really cost him in the end.
All right, that's correct.
Cause I think at first she got up in his face after he knocked Dom out the ring and told him not to try anything. To which then I think he either laughed at her or got up in her face. And then he made the biggest mistake of his life, because he then leaped over Mommy to hit Dom, to which then, because he didn't listen to her, she made him pay.
Right.
And that by hitting him with the riptide through the announce table.
Right, that's crazy.
And first off, if it hasn't already been established, Rhea Ripley's a fucking badass.
Oh, fucking yeah, I love her. And speaking of, I just ordered one of her recent fucking shirts too. I just had to. She's one of my main fucking favorites. Gotta fucking love Rhea. I love her. I hope she holds on to this belt for however long.
Which one did you get?
I got the She's My Mommy shirt.
Okay. Anyways, and the funny thing is after she put him through the table, I was like, the whole time I was like, my boy, she warned your ass, don't try anything, man. Like, and I like the whole time, like, yo, now, what did we learn?
Exactly.
Like, she warned you, don't mess with her, man. Don't fuck with mommy.
That's a fact.
You only want to listen, so you had to learn the hard way.
Exactly.
And then, so then after that, then you know, he got put into the ring. Dom tried to pin him, kick out. Then at first, he tried to hit him with the NXT North American title, to which the ref stopped him, which didn't make sense to me because triple threat matches are no DQ. So that made no sense whatsoever. But in any case, while the ref went back to put Dom's title back, Rhea then tossed him her title, popped him in the head, pin, kick out. Then Dom tried to go for a frog splash. However, Mustafa Ali stopped him, and Dom was pretty much hanging in a trio woe, sort of, on the top rope, in which then Mustafa Ali hit the 450 splash. And then before the ref hit 3, Mommy yanked him out the ring. Then Dom hit the frog splash, and like that, Dom retained. Now I'll give everybody involved their flowers. Freaking Wesley, he showed out the most. Freaking with everything he did, and also with all the punishment that he took.
Right.
Big ups to Wesley. Then also, you know, I gotta also give it to Mustafa Ali. He's once again proven why he's one of the best in the game, despite not getting the credit or recognition that he deserves. Personally, I've been enjoying this run he's been going on, of him being very sarcastic and also being a bit of a douche.
Dominic.
No, Ali.
Ali, yeah, that's a fact. I ain't gonna hold you.
Because like, especially when it came to Wesley and Tyler Bate, he had such a condescending air to the way he was speaking and whatnot.
Right.
And then when it came to the interaction that we talked about during the predictions, like he wouldn't stop talking reckless about Wesley.
Exactly. That's crazy.
Now, at this point, and also, I gotta give credit to something Ali did that honestly I thought he injured himself doing, and that was when he attempted to hit Wesley and Dominic with a 450 splash while they were hung outside on the apron, but they moved out the way and he caught nothing but the apron. And honestly, I thought he legit injured his shoulder or something when he landed.
Oh right.
Because that landing looked mad awkward.
It did.
But you know, I'm glad he's okay. Great match. Honestly, moving on. I'd say either one Wesley and Ali are gonna fight over who should face Dom in a one-on-one match, or 2, they're gonna fight each other just because they're gonna blame each other for Dom retaining.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I mean, if anything, you know, Mommy's pretty much the reason why he retained. But even still, there were multiple moments where they could have won themselves, and the other one broke up the pin. But I digress.
Exactly.
Moving on, we had Tiffany Stratton defending the NXT Women's title against Thea Hale in a submission match. This match, it started off alright, but it turned to shit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you.
Like, it severely turned to shit. First off, I'll say this. Tiffany being the girlfriend of Ludwig Kaiser has definitely paid off. Because she was cranking out submission move after submission move after submission move. So I was impressed with all the moves she was doing. From the bow and arrow to a whole bunch of other shit. You know?
Exactly.
But oh my god, but this match, there was so many botches, man. Felt like I was watching an indie show, man. There was so many botches, so many sloppy spots, man.
Right, that's a fact.
But freaking the worst part of it was when freaking in a close ones of match, Tiffany kept trying to put Thea in a Boston Crab. But literally the whole time, she kept either one, releasing the pressure without trying to, you know, move forward away from the ropes. Or if not that, freaking Thea's legs kept slipping out of her hands. Like every 5 seconds, her grip kept slipping. And I'm like, can you not grasp her legs or something?
Exactly.
Like honestly, honestly, she should never do the Boston Crab again. A half Boston Crab maybe, but a regular one, hell no, man. Cause she could not keep her legs contained. Like she was slipping so much. I'm sure Chris Jericho was doing was dry heaving in disgust. It just at the thought of it.
Exactly.
Just like Chris Jericho, well, just wasn't even watching the show, but he was having a feeling in the back of his mind that somebody was doing the Boston Crab and butchering it terribly.
Right.
And then for me, the worst moment of the match was how it ended, with freaking Andre Chase throwing in the towel.
Oh yeah, that was what ruined the shit.
Me personally, what should have happened was that Thea should have won, making Tiffany tap with the Kimura. Cause like for one thing, when it came to the Boston Crab, not only was she not tapping, she wasn't even trying to get out of the other submission. When no, every time Tiffany got up and released the pressure, you know, to try and reapply the hold. She didn't even try and turn around or push her off of her. None of that, man. Like, come on.
Exactly.
So yeah, that match was the worst match of the night. But honestly, if they ever try this shit again, then Thea needs to win. Cause she has the established finisher. She would have been perfect to just lock in that Kimura. Tiffany taps, new NXT Women's champ, no Boston Crab. We're good. Like honestly, at this point, thinking about it, I would have been perfectly fine if if Tiffany did a misstep, to which then, or better yet, she tried to hit a clothesline, to which then Thea caught her arm, put her in the Kimura, tap out, there it is. Or better yet, not even that. Freaking second the bell rings. Freaking Tiffany makes a run towards her. Dia catches her. Kimura, tap, win. There it is.
Right. That's correct. That's correct.
So very disappointing. But honestly, but if there's any saving grace behind this, it's how it was the look on Duke Hudson's face, which clearly showed that he did not agree with Chase when it came to throwing in the towel. So hopefully we get an argument or two from that.
Oh yeah.
Moving on, we had the main event: Carmelo Hayes versus Ilya Dragunov for the NXT title. First off, this match got the bad taste out of my mouth that the submission match gave me. I'll say that. This match definitely got that bad taste out of my mouth. Secondly, this match was crazy. Because freaking, first off, we had and I think Dragunov tried to go for like a superplex or something, but then before they even came down, Melo countered it into a cutter.
Yes.
That shit was dope, man.
Hell yeah, it was.
And then, aside from that, freaking, there was another time where where there was another counter. Shit, damn, I forgot what it was, but that shit was sick. I think it was like, oh no, wait, freaking, he tried to go for coast to coast, but before he could even connect the move, Melo hit him with the first 48. You know, that code breaker. That shit was awesome, man. And then of course, Ilya being the badass that he is, hell, he was even able to hit his finisher, but that was not enough. I thought it was gonna be it. He hit it square flush right on the side of Melo's face, but nah, that wasn't it.
That's a fact. Great.
And honestly, I thought Trick was gonna interfere. Now he sort of did, but like he didn't. But he didn't like interrupt the match. He was trying to snap Melo out of it. And then while he snapped Melo out of it, he pushed him out the way and took a bullet for him, in which Ilya took him out. But that left him wide open to get hit with nothing but net. And I don't want to jinx it, but part of me thinks that might have planted a seed for Trick to start turning on Melo, just because like he took the bullet for him, but Melo didn't go back to check on him. But then again, it was it was like a grueling match. So it's not like so it's not like he wouldn't have if he wasn't so exhausted. So maybe I'm reaching. Because Trick did, eventually, once he had enough energy, got back in the ring to accelerate Melo. So maybe I'm thinking too far into it. Yeah, who knows?
That's just fucking good.
Yeah. Overall, this pay-per-view honestly was disappointing.
kinda was.
And I can't believe I'm saying this for an NXT event, but this has to be the first NXT event where the pay-per-view was disappointing. Don't get me wrong, there were some bright spots, but overall, this whole event could have been better.
Yeah, kind of. Could. No matter of fact, not kind of. It could have been. Yeah.
No. Forget could have. Should have been better.
Facts.
I like pretty much with every event, we are at the edge of our seats. Our adrenaline is pumping, and by the time the event is over, we can't even remain calm because our adrenaline has been pumping and our hearts are racing. I didn't get that feeling with this pay-per-view. You know?
Right.
So.
Yeah, I ain't gonna debate you.
So NXT, I'm crazy disappointed, man. Dude, but like I expect better from y'all.
Yeah, for real, man.
So I really hope y'all get it together.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. I ain't gonna debate you. They do, cause that's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
I hope it gets better.
Yeah. So with that being said, that's gonna do it for this episode of the Contrast. I definitely want to thank each and every one of y'all for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come and chill with your boys. I definitely want to thank the Humble Man as usual for coming, kicking his wrestling knowledge.
Yes, sir. You already know my man, Carl Payton. You already know how we do this shit. We'll be right back at y'all this week here with predictions for WWE SummerSlam, which is this Saturday.
Yeah, I definitely hope SummerSlam will be better than this.
I hope so too.
Yep. So with that being said, y'all, if you enjoyed this video, go hit the like button. Comment if you feel like it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. And until next time, my way is Struggle Vision Productions. It's the Hitman and the Humble Man, and we out. Peace.
Peace. We out this bitch.